That's better.
Well, I'll be damned.
A crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here. Let darkness fall! It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see how Talor's doing.
Praise be to the heavens. Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What?
Oh, that, well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my... it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen.
If only I'd known, I'd convinced myself that you will. Thank you, son.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. And just like that, his pain began to...
What do you mean? The Tonberry King would have still been alive. I had to contend with...
Then, perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or, perhaps, I know, from experience...
Was there ever really a curse, then? For all the difference it makes. I suppose...
Maybe not.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. Till next time, then.
Hey, mister! Over here! Please, mister. The village is in danger and they've...
Stop.
Sorry. When you went up to the Erev was with Miss Shula, well, I followed you.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close, like. But then I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great big dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Spouts of water? I don't recall saying anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
All right. If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1,000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though.
I heard the tributary can fell an ibex from a hood.
And then I dreamed.
My lord,
Certainly.
it's a long story.
Yes.
My great-grandmother, and it was she who's...
I see.
Well, until I'm trying to clear the rest, none of us was...
Of course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called Witchdrop. To reach it, one must turn left at the Winged Wains, then follow the path around to the right, deep into the forest.
Why so far from Haven?
It was where she lived. When our ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there, in an old abandoned village, and it was her heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the cliffs overlooking the place she once called home.
How thoughtful. Well then, no time like the present. Left at the ships, then round to the right, you said.
Just so. Thank you once again, my lord. I will join you at the grave anon.
You wouldn't happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
All right. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a Givra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue.
If you'll permit me, tributary, I can explain.
Certainly, Yamila.
It's been over a week since me sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits, physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of, and Walias, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Givra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth. That would be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Givra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest, then.
There's nothing a Givra loves.
Is that the hunter?
It's you. Nasef's savior.
Are you all right?
I was tracking and I...
Did you see what made it?
No.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us. You've caused enough trouble. Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared. Do you think that was the beast which attacked?
That thing? Not a chance. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an orc...
Oh. A boy from the village.
That's it. Sounded like it came from the...
I'll go.
careful.
What do we have here? Found her. Something's been busy. Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood. But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you? Fragment of Walius' rage. I should have known. Time to put you to bed too. Fingers crossed that's the last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
Praise be to the heavens, for the child is saved and the savage beast.
When you've decided what you want, just let me know. May it serve you well. Well, if you're sure you need it. May it serve you well. I'll be here.
How many times do we have to tell you?
You're back.
So? Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes. I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it, anyway?
A manifestation of Leviathan's power. When we visited Wallius in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection. Though why one would be wandering the ruins of Riversmeet, I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for his mum. That's where she died, isn't it? The Falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby, she threw herself off the top. We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
Enegi is a part of its master's spirit, but Wallius wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a favor putting that thing to rest. Us and Wallius. Thank you.
Aye. Thanks, mister.
This should be the path to Winstrop. Hungry, Torgal. That's better. I needed that. is our welcoming party. Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave? This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Ise. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Ise, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Ise's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave, and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Ise, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold? When we went up to... It manifested in front of the Vare. I don't know. All I can say for sure is...
Or perhaps her spirit.
Till we end...
If the shade you fought was and if his spirit should ever return here...
That they might be together.
These will do nicely. Return to the sea and to the cloud.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent. should be a sprig or two of loco weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies, but it'll stop the keep. We can wash it off.
Where should we lay the bait?
Gavers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
All right. A fresh kill.
But not a Givras. The wounds are too clean, too small.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
And not just any claws. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hung. Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Gavers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the moats of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. And I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming. Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to. Don't
escape.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more. Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
Praise be to the heavens.
It is good to have him back.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geever tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
It is good to have him back. But how do we know the lad won't summon another flood?
We don't. So we'd better not give him cause to, had we?
has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know. The problem is, the ceremony as tributary...
So you want me to sell?
That's right. A witness must be a...
It would be my own.
Thank you.
So,
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the...
please do.
I'll bid him come to the...
Gladly.
It is good to have him back. But how do you know the lad wants?
Yes? Till next time, then. Reckon my steel's just as good as any. Can't be done. Till next time, then.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
You?
So you do remember me?
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the Dusk Crystals, during which we saved his life.
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're...
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he's kind of far like whether they admit it or not.
What? How about we say...
Speaking of which...
It's simple, really.
Nothing too onerous.
Not about the right. One of the witnesses... Don't worry, though.
I'd appreciate that.
Samuel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and...
We'd be glad to.
Thank you both. All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mount, the water of the river, and the water of the sea. Here are the files we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever... We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
The water of the river It is constantly... And though its course may twist and turn, or...
Like time. What of Wallius, then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free, and you and I
find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it makes me believe...
I believe we... Take care not to spill it.
Come on.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion... Thank the tides, though. If it weren't for the holy water...
I'll be sure to watch my...
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning. My ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by...
Oh? The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong. An unforgivable sin. But I often wonder... And though I've always striven...
No, you would not force it. We share in their work.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walius included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we meet. Just one more file to go then. Won't be friendly.
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
We're here to help. Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came. You saved us. Again!
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the so the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right you are.
Oh, and thanks and that.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back. Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we? The rain that falls on the mountain.
The source.
Precise.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations.
Praise be to the heavens for the child.
We have the holy water.
All right.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have you...
Right you are.
Shula, wait.
Don't worry. There aren't many of them. My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walius's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea. You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad. Uncle Samuel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh, no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Walius as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
To think, we must be the first outsiders. To have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Walius has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Yes? Can't be done. You can't expect me to make something out of nothing. Can't be done. You can't expect me to make something out of nothing.
fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? You've already got that one. I gave you that one, didn't I? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive. What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here. Very good.
What is this?
Muthos. You plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so? Not again.
Is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel? I'll take your gift then, Ultima. Just Don't expect it back.
You hear me? I will never be yours!
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself of them. Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. finished, are you?
Trouble with your gear, or Sangforian, do you? Anything else?
I have some things for sale. May we meet again.